To learn how you can help, visit legion.org.
Chris Carino and Jordan Cornette back with you in Providence, getting set for St. John's and Omaha. Well, for St. John's to avoid the upset by Omaha tonight, St. John's head coach Rick Pitino gives us 3 keys that he sees as an important factor.
More than anything else, we've got to contain this point guard. Got to keep them out of transition and limit their threes. We're not a awesome three-point shooting team, so we can't have a big disparity, 24-9. Can't be there. We'll get beat if that happens.
And he's talking about J.J. White of Omaha. And it's time for our keys to the game, sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot, but with the ethical expertise of a Realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All right, Jordan, your keys. Let's start with the upstart, Omaha Mavericks.
It's an Omaha team that makes 8 threes a game. They shoot 37% from 3. That's top 45 in the country. They're going to have to make 12 to 14 threes in this game. They're going to have to shoot a little bit more than they're comfortable from beyond the arc because they won't get much at the rim. Omaha is going to have to take care of the basketball because the minute it's inbounded, it's a brawl on the floor. There will be doubles thrown at them, on-ball pressure, guys getting in passing lanes. If you allow St. John's to fuel their offense with defense, it'll get lopsided very quickly.
Oh, we talked to Chris Crutchfield yesterday, pointing out that how the game is officiated also important in this one.
Yeah, no question. If they officiate this one tight, if these officials do not allow St. John's to play as physical as they want, and Omaha can get points at the free throw line without defense on them, obviously that's advantage Omaha. They can get in a double bonus very quick. These officials let them play, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, let's check the starting lineup, sponsored by Cintas. Work days are better when you partner with Cintas. Keep your team protected, prepared, and looking great. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the work day. St. John's will go with Zuby Ejiofor. He is a monster, 6'9", 240, averaging 14.5 points, 8 rebounds a game. Aaron Scott, the Big East Player of the Year, R.J. Lewis, Simeon Wilcher, and Kadari Richmond round out the starting 5 for St. John's. For Omaha, J.J. White, the player that Rick Pitino was referring to, first-team All-Summit League point guard out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, with Tony Osborne, Markel Sutton, the Summit League Player of the Year, Tony Osborne, Cameron Thomas, and Isaac Odekane. Round out the starting 5 for Chris Crutchfield and Omaha. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships. Time now for the opening tip, sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Markel Sutton gets into the center circle against Ejiofor. Ball in the air, Omaha wins the tip. We're underway. 2-seed St. John's at 30-4. Against Omaha at 22-12, winners of the Summit League regular season and postseason title. J.J. White, a bulky 6'2", trying to penetrate, flashes out to the right, moves it left, Sutton a 3. No good, rebounded by Richmond for St. John's. In the white with the red letters and numbers, going left to right. Richmond a step through to the rim, and a left-hand scoop won't go, rebounded by Odekane. Omaha in block letters across the chest of the black uniforms, white letters and numbers. J.J. White, dreads held up on the top of his head by a band as he moves out of the right wing. Gives left, and it's a 3 by Osborne. In and out, no good. Osborne, a 40% three-point shooter. He's going to have to make some. Lewis into the front court for the Johnnies. 18-footer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Osborne. We're still scoreless a minute in. White driving it left. Cut off left of the lane. Give it along the baseline to Thomas. Back to White. Left side 3. Omaha missing in and out. Stay here. And a foul called against St. John's.
Very clear the mentality of Omaha. Some dribble handoffs, play to a side, maybe try and ball reverse it, but establish the 3-ball early. All 3 shot attempts have come beyond the arc. They have yet to challenge the interior defense of St. John's.
Inbound right at the rim and a layup for Sutton, and Omaha takes a 2-0 lead. Now St. John's. It's Richmond in the front court. Left side, a three. No good off back rim by Aaron Scott. Johnny's not a great shooting team. Omaha front court, White with it. Cut off, backs it out. Ondakane hands it back to White. For the Mavericks, left of the lane, working inside. Bottled up, backs it out. Sutton cuts right. Kick to the corner to Thomas, right in front of the St. John's bench. All the assistants and suit and ties, along with Rick Pitino standing looking on. 4 to shoot, Osborne in the corner. Got a launch, a tough contested shot. No good, it was short, rebounded by St. John's. Johnny still haven't scored, 2 minutes in. Scott, give it up in the corner. Welcher a three, it won't fall. Rebounded by Omaha.
St. John's is settling. The first look they get, they deem that the best look, and they take a couple quick trigger threes. Haven't really forced the issue of physicality on the inside. -1 drive.
They're 0 for 4. Ondakane, left of the lane, on the block. Using his muscle with a right hook, and it's good. And Omaha takes a 4-0 lead.
Ondakane just buries Ejiofor on that low block, finishes over that left shoulder, and St. John's needs to work it around here for a productive possession because they're just trigger happy early out of the gates playing with energy in the first 3 minutes.
R.J. Lewis to the top of the key, over on the left side. Wiltshire a three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Omaha. Johnny's 0 for 5. Front court, J.J. White. Right in front of the standing Rick Pitino, a black suit and a gray tie. Work through the paint. Osborne, left corner three. No good. Rebound, Omaha. Back it out, Osborne. Pump fake. Give it a White. Three on the way. Straight on. Buries it. Timeout, St. John's. Omaha. A 7-0 lead. And a timeout sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. 7-0 Mavericks. 16:53 to go in the first from the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
When it feels like the world has stopped, good finds a way. Good is happening, even now. Good connects us, even when we can't get close. Good never stops, and neither does Children International. With support from caring friends, we help provide children and families with the critical essentials they need. Essentials like food assistance, hygiene education, medical help, and financial support. To learn more, go to children.org/help today. Together, we can help end poverty for good.
When the forgotten poor are suffering and in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. Heroes of mercy, like these.
Every human being has the right to be treated as human, to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the look in that patient's eyes or the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
You bring hope and healing to one person, but that person belongs to a family, and that family belongs to a community.
Together, these heroes of mercy and friends like you bring hope and healing to those who desperately need it.
Thank you! Thank you!
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org today.
Let's check each team's tournament resume, sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. St. John's won 25 of their last 27 games, 4 losses by a combined 7 points. Number 5 ranking, their highest since the 1990-91 season. Omaha, first NCAA appearance, won 18 of their last 21. They were picked to finish second to last in the Summit League. Ended up winning the regular season title and the postseason title. And look at this, a 7-0 Maverick lead with 16:53 to go in the first half.
And so, Chris, here's the biggest thing. Because Omaha's been able to get stops and go the other way, it's prevented St. John's from setting their defense. So because St. John's hasn't been able to set their defense, Omaha has been able to bypass a lot of that ball pressure, and they've been able to generate some looks to build this 7-0 early lead.
Wilcher for St. John's. Gives it out top for R.J. Lewis. Fourth in the Big East in scoring this year. Edge of four, hands it off for Richmond. Comes to the foul line. Pull-up shot. It bounces around, and it goes in. And St. John's finally on the board 3.5 minutes into the game.
Richmond, just a rhythm bounce from the top of the key from 15 feet. Nice little temperature taker to get you going offensively.
Omaha weaves it up top on the left to Thomas. Down low it goes. Ondakane working to the post. Using his bulk. Turning with a right hook, and it was blocked by Ejiofor. Then Richmond tried to put it off an Omaha player, but he sailed it out of bounds. It'll be Omaha ball.
I like Ondakane really challenging Ejiofor. Just two brutes banging down low on a low block, and Ejiofor provides enough resistance, but this is a Omaha interior that is not scared. It is going to challenge this defense. Iron sharpens iron mentality.
Their head coach is Chris Crutchfield. He played football and basketball at Omaha. He's an alum. Here's White now, out on the right, gets it back, left side. 4 minutes gone. White cut off, backs up. Omaha 7-2 lead. White against Ejiofor to switch. The pull-up three. Off the side of the rim. Sutton offensive rebound. Omaha still with it. Double. White out top Osborne. Moves it right. Three by Thomas. That's no good. Down to the corner. Run down by St. John's. Front court. Bounce pass down low. Ejiofor out to Scott, a three. Off the side rim. No good. Omaha with a rebound. St. John's just a 30% three-point shooting team. They've missed all four here tonight.
And Chris, St. John's is bailing out Omaha's defense by taking that first three-point look.
White cut off, backs it out. Sutton, smooth, shoots a three, no good. Rebound Omaha. They're just outworking St. John's. This doesn't happen this year.
Yeah, they're getting the 50-50 long rebounds for sure.
4 offensive rebounds for Omaha. None for St. John's. And now pass to the wing and a traveling call against Markel Sutton leads to a timeout. 15:02 to go, first half, 7-2 Omaha. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Well, it's time for our Coles Back to the Game. Hall of Fame coach Rick Pitino of St. John's, the first and only NCAA D1 coach to lead 6 different teams to the NCAA tournament. Also led Boston University. His first gig, Providence, right here. He had Billy the Kid, the Long Island guy. And then he had Kentucky, Louisville, and Iona. All those teams to the big dance. And that Back to the Game sponsored by Kohl's. Make this spring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where families come first. That was Billy Donovan, now the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. And his picture back in the bowels here of the stadium. And Providence went to a Final Four with Rick Pitino and Billy Donovan.
Yeah, and I was able to talk to a couple people that were on hand for that guy, Coach Matt McCall, former UMass coach, who was on Billy's staff in Florida, and said it was a very special moment. The bond between those two still clearly very strong with Billy and Coach Pitino.
But right now, Coach Pitino, arms folded in a sharp suit, looking on as St. John's trail 7-2. Just under 15 to go here in the first half. Ejiofor hands back Lewis, 3 on the way. It's good for the Big East Player of the Year, R.J. Lewis. First St. John's player to win the award since Walter Berry back in the mid-'80s. 7-5 Omaha, 14:38 to go. Pressure, forced to turnover, no. Deflected out of bounds by St. John's. It'll be Omaha ball, but St. John's turned up the heat a little bit.
And because they saw that ball go in the basket from beyond the arc, and R.J. Lewis, who is one of their best creators and the best player in the Big East this past year, they can set the defense on a dead ball. They can get up in your guard, throw some of those double teams.
J.J. White nearly turned it over, but got it ahead. Joshua Strite back it out now to White. Waddles in the game. Comes to get it on the near side for Omaha. Gives out of the left wing to White. 11 to shoot. White trapped. Picked up the dribble. Has to get rid of it to Strite. Hands back White. 5 to shoot. Runs to the edge of 4. Stifle pulls up. Contested jumper. It won't go. Loose. And a foul is going to go against St. John's.
Sutton battling on that backboard, man. He's provided a ton of energy.
14:05 to go in the first. 7-5 Omaha. St. John's going to go to their bench. Sadiku Ibn Ayo comes into the game now, replacing Aaron Scott. Davon Smith also checked in. Sutton up top to Waddles. Is left to White for the Mavericks. Out to Waddles, right wing 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Ejiofor for St. John's. Now Kadari Richmond up the right wing. Middle of front court. Richmond leaning on the smaller White. Turns, runs in a strike double team. Back it out. Smith a 3. No good. Ejiofor kept it alive and a foul on Omaha. Chris Carino, Jordan Cornette with you here in our Granger broadcast position in Providence. For the ones who get it done, there's Granger, offering professional-grade products for all industries, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. 7-5 Omaha, 13:43 to go. Inbound it to Raymond Lewis for the two-hand slam.
Miscommunication defensively and a breakdown right there. Seems like Glover and Street got confused. And that allows him to cut right underneath the basket for the dunk finish.
A 7-0 run. It's tied at 7. Waddles. It's 13:20 to go in the first. Glover working with it for Omaha. Dumps it on the right wing. Sutton double. Dribbles out of it. 4 to shoot. Finds Osborne. Left wing 3. It's good for Tony Osborne. He's a 40% three-point shooter. And he puts Omaha up by 3.
Double come, swing pass cross court, and Sutton's just wide open to collect, shoulder square, and deliver from distance.
Left wing, Richmond, and 15-footer won't go. Foul on the rebound, going to go against Omaha. Strike. Chris Crutchfield going to go back to Isaac Ondekane now, replacing Strite, who picked up 2 quick fouls. Inbounding the baseline. Richmond gets it to Lewis, right wing, pull up 3, contested, and it's good. R.J. Lewis has made a couple of threes, and the game tied at 10 with 12:40 to go in the first.
This is what R.J. Lewis provides. When they get cold, especially if they're shot making, he's always a consistent deliverer.
And pressure, Omaha gets it in. Waddles will work it up the left side of the floor. Lance Waddles, transfer from North Dakota State. On the drive, Glover leaves it off, and a lay-in for Ondekane of Omaha. And they have a 12-10 lead. 12:20 to go here in the first. Smith out of the right wing. Davon, back it out. Edge of 4, launches a 3. Off the heel. Rebound by Ondekane. Not really edge of 4's game. And again, you mentioned them settling for threes. Here's Waddle, left wing 3. Short, no good. Rebound ripped down by Lewis. R.J. Lewis in transition with a left-hand dribble. Got in the lane, passed it to nobody. He was sending it to the right wing, nobody home. Ends up out of bounds, and we'll get a timeout. Omaha 12, St. John's 10, 11:51 to go in the first. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's thick and rich lather gives you a close, comfortable shave for just half the price of gels.
Barbasol. It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins. Featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience, the 2027 X15 is built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15 forever rising. Full slate of games tomorrow from Seattle, Cleveland, Milwaukee, and Raleigh. And we're back in Providence on Saturday, where it'll be Purdue against McNeese. Cowboys upsetting Clemson today. And then Arkansas takes on the winner of this one. 11:51 to go in the first. Omaha with a 12-10 lead on St. John's.
Omaha's playing the type of game they had hoped to. They've controlled the pace somewhat in this game. They've kept St. John's off the backboard. They baited St. John's into settling for the outside shot. Omaha's getting comfortable looks, but they're 2 of 12 from 3. And I said they got to hit 12 to 14 threes to win this game. They're getting the ideal looks from beyond the arc through ball movement, exchanges, getting the defensive rotation. Those shots got to fall. If they do, everything's falling into place beautifully in the first half for Omaha.
Omaha in the black one, right to left. The feed and a slam. It's J.J. White finding Markel Sutton, and he is so smooth, gliding for a two-hand slam.
St. John's has switched pick and rolls all season long. For some reason, they blitzed the handler, left Sutton wide open, cutting, and Patino completely beside himself for the lack of detail.
Sutton third in the league in points in a season at Omaha. Richmond moves it left. Wilcher on the drive. Twisting shot, banked it in. 14-12 Omaha. 11-10 to go in the first half. Markel Sutton, the tournament MVP in the Summit League, gives it up for White. J.J. White, first team All-Summit League, gives it up to Osborne. Cross court. Sutton's got it. Bumping with Lewis, spin to the baseline. Tough contested jumper, won't go. Cleaned up. Omaha with a rebound. Shot blocked and a foul on St. John's as Cameron Thomas kept it alive for the Mavericks.
Sutton drew 2 on the baseline on that post delivery, and he shot a fadeaway. Well, the 2 defenders tried to block the shot, which led for one open offensive rebounder. That happened to be Thomas, who grabs it and draws the foul.
Cameron Thomas, a former JUCO Player of the Year last year, a third-team JUCO All-American at Hutchinson Community College. 6'8", Chicago native, missing on the free throw. Well, download the brand new Westwood One Sports app and catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today. Free throw by Thomas. High archer is good. Omaha maintains a 3-point lead now. 10:40 to go in the first half. Chris Carino and Jordan Cornett with you in Providence. St. John's in the white with the red letters and numbers going left to right. R.J. Lewis out of the left wing. Lewis has made a couple of threes. He's got 8 points to lead the Johnnies. Out of the right side, Smith looking inside for Edgeforth. He's battling another big Onaconda. Pratt, give it up in the right corner. Smith along the baseline. Give it to Edgeforth, powering inside, and he got fouled.
Like the offensive possession from the Johnnies. Start to pound that basketball down low. Challenge this interior of Omaha. Edgeforth, low center of gravity. He likes to lower the boom. Start to earn some for the free throw line. Get this front line and Omaha team that lacks depth. Get him in some foul trouble.
Both guys that wear number 24 colliding. There might be some seismic activity here in Providence. Edgeforth, number 24 at the line, makes the free throw. And Isaac Ondakane of Omaha, 6'8", listed at 275. Edgeforth, 6'9", listed at 240. Vince Iwachukwu getting set to check in for St. John's. As Edgeforth, shirt untucked. The dribble, spins the ball. Free throw on the way is good. St. John's within 1. Iwachukwu will check into the game now for the Johnnies as Edgeforth takes a seat. Full court pressure here by St. John's. Omaha with a 1-point lead. 10:19 to go in the half. Running the baseline for Omaha. Thomas gets it in the backcourt to Sutton. Markel Sutton, classic wing player at 6'8", 217, brings it to the front court. Hands it off for J.J. White, a spark plug, bumping up top, and a foul is called against St. John's. We welcome those of you joining us across our network. 10:06 to go in the first. Omaha took a 7-0 lead and now have a 15-14 lead with 10:06 to go in the first. 2 7-0 runs. First Omaha, then St. John's tied it at 7. St. John's has not led in this one. The Johnnies number 2 seed at 30-4 in the year. Omaha, champions of the Summit. Osborne inside, and Sutton had it ripped away, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Omaha.
Osborne goes, dribbles left towards the further left with the wing, going towards the baseline. A Cutter and Sutton bounce pass down low, and then that bounce pass, it allows the defense help side in Richmond to come over and try to make a play at the basket.
10 to shoot. Sutton turns. A lot of contact. Knocked to the ground. No call. Rebound by Omaha. Sutton again tries. It won't fall. And finally, St. John's comes down with it. Davon Smith in the front court. Lepteris Leotopoulos has come in for St. John's. Wiltshire, a foul line jumper. In and out, no good. Back tap. Leotopoulos to Lewis. A runner won't fall. Rebounded by Omaha. And a foul behind the play. It's going to go against St. John's. They'll get it on Kadari Richmond.
And if anything, that's a win for St. John's for that foul to go on Richmond, because Omaha had numbers going the other way in transition. The scrum left in the dust. The whistle being blown stops that transition opportunity for Omaha.
Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. 9:32 to go, first half. Omaha, a 15-14 lead over St. John's. Inbound, Omaha breaks some pressure. Front court, Osborne, a long three. Buries it. Tony Osborne, his second three. Omaha by 4. Left wing three. St. John's won't go. Davon Smith missing. Here come the Mavericks right to left in the black. White cut off by Smith. Moves it out top for Omaha. Glover driving it. Cut off. Spins up and under. Backs it out to White. White behind the arc on the left. 7 to shoot. Takes it right. Kick it on the right side. Thomas moves in. 15-footer is good. Omaha 20. St. John's 14.
And such a good look there from Thomas. The net is kind of caught up. It didn't matter because it was such a pure shot. It went right through it. Hardly to touch that.
Rick Pitino going with guys who very rarely play now. Left side, Wiltshire, a three, and it's good. Simeon Wiltshire, 20-17 Omaha, 8:20 to go in the first. Ruben Prey is checked in. White track for Omaha, trying to get it off to Onda Conway, and he's fouled by Ruben Prey. I'll be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio with the NCAA Experience official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearance by NCAA legends, and much more. Be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio. Visit ncaa.com/VIP. Inbounding along the baseline is White for Omaha. Out top to Osborne, gives right to White. 18 on the shot clock for the Mavericks. They give it left. Glover's got it. Glover moving right. Working down the right side of the paint. Stumbling, gathering himself. Backs it out with 7 to shoot. White, top of the key. Cut off. Runs into trouble and turned it over. Play with the steal from St. John's. Into the front court. Davis, Smith on the baseline, and he got fouled going to the rim by Strite. Davon Smith slashing inside, and Strite picks up his third foul and a timeout. 7:49 to go, first half. 20-17 Omaha. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Wait, whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
So, your small business is outgrowing your garage. You could go online, find a space, and get catfished. Or you could work with an agent who's a realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Let's check the attendance, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats is delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. 12,320 in attendance here in Providence. Chris Carino, Jordan Cornette with you. Omaha with a 20-17 lead. surprisingly playing from in front most of this first half, 7:49 to go in the first.
Look, they're giving themselves an opportunity with productive possessions. Only 2 turnovers. They are not allowing these double teams to converge on their handlers. The ball is not sticking. There's a lot of PNR, DHO type action to keep that defensive pressure from overwhelming them. They're getting open looks. The conversion rate's not what they'd like it to be. But again, they are forcing St. John's, or better yet, baiting them into a lot of threes and then not working it inside. Now they need the St. John's team for the defensive stops to keep their offense in transition. That happened in the last sequence.
Davon Smith going to the line. St. John's, his 4th school. He's played at Mississippi State, Georgia Tech, and Utah. Makes the free throw. Last season, had 5 triple-doubles with Utah that led the nation. It was the 2nd most triple-doubles in a season in NCAA history. Free throw is good. Who had the most, you ask? Kyle Collinsworth, BYU, had 6.
I would never guess.
20-19 Omaha. 7:47 to go first half. Omaha in black going right to left against St. John's in the white with the red letters and numbers. Waddles out of the right wing. Coming left for the Thomas screen. Now moves it out of the right wing where Glover holds for Omaha. Coming left. Left of the lane. Cut off. Spins. A contested shot. In and out. No good. Smith the rebound for St. John's. Lewis a little shake it up. The official blows the whistle. And he'll retie his right sneaker.
And a collective sigh of relief for Johnny's fans everywhere as R.J. Lewis grabbed for his ankle at first, and it's the last thing you'd want to see, but he relaces it, a little bit of a limp.
He did turn a little bit.
He's going to walk it off, though. He's going to tough it out.
Had 1 season at UMass and his 2nd season now with St. John's, the Big East Player of the Year. 4th in the Big East in scoring, 5th in rebounding. And now St. John's in the front court. 6'10" Portuguese player Ruben Prey out there. Gives it up, now up top. Iwachukwu over to Wilshire. Out top now to Smith for St. John's. 13 to shoot. Try to feed it inside. Knocked out of bounds by Strite of Omaha. It'll remain with the Red Storm. Baseline inbounds in the corner. Smith cut off. Back it out to R.J. Lewis. 5 to shoot for the Johnnies. Lewis given room, shoots the 3. Missed it long, missed the rim. Strike the rebound for Omaha. Now Tony Osborne will bring it up the floor. St. John's 3 of 11 from 3. Sutton handling out of the right wing. Cuts left, driving on Prey. Cut it off. And Prey with the steal. St. John's a move. Smith on the drive. Cut off, spins, back it out Wiltshire. Moves it left. Prey looking inside. Trying to get it to Iwachukwu. They can't get it to him. Lewis now. Goes it in paint, knocked loose, gets it back. Give it on the wing. 3 on the way. It's good for Davon Smith. And St. John's with their first lead of the game. With 6:14 to go in the first half. 22-20 St. John's. Sutton away to the rim and he'll score a 2-hand slam. And just like that, Omaha ties it up.
Street got Prey on a back screen. He didn't see coming. That opened up a wide open driving lane for Sutton.
Wiltshire now for St. John's. Over to Prey for a 3, and it's good. Ruben Prey, the freshman, just his 3rd 3 of the season. St. John's 25, Omaha 22. 5:40 to go in the game in the first half. Sutton for Omaha. Out of the right wing to Thomas. Thomas from the St. John's bench. Driving on Iwachukwu. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Omaha.
How about the lift from the bench? You don't hear Prey's number called often, but he's having an impact in this one. Activity on the defensive end. Yeah, he got hung up on the ball screen there, but he's a work in progress. But confidently shoots the 3 to give him a 3-point lead. Next man up mentality for a championship caliber team.
White out of the right wing. St. John's crowd getting vocal. White a three. Off the heel. Gray with a rebound and a foul against Omaha. It's on Sprite. That's his third.
This is where St. John's can start to wear you down. Strike being one of those frontline guys, the physicality, when it presents itself from St. John's, can start to chip away at personnel, get him in foul trouble. Then the game starts to tilt towards the 2 seeds favor.
Wilcher now for St. John's. They lead by 3, approaching 5 minutes to go before halftime. R.J. Lewis on the near side. On the right wing, back it up top. Ejiofor back in the game. Hands it to Wilcher. He'll shoot a 3. It's good. Simeon Wilcher out of Plainfield, New Jersey, and the famous Roselle Catholic puts the Johnnies up by 6, their largest lead. Omaha trying not to let it get out of hand. White backs up with the dribble near the midcourt line, picked up by Wilcher of St. John's. White crossover, quick move, driving kick, right wing, shot the 3. Banker, no good, in and out, rebounded by St. John's. A 14-2 run for the Red Storm, the 2 seed in the West. R.J. Lewis out to Ejiofor, works it right for Smith. Step that 3 straight on, short. Omaha with a rebound. It's Ondekane. Now White into the front court. Native of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Moving out of the left wing for Omaha. They trail by 6. Ondekane. Left baseline, back it out. White try to penetrate through a maze with a right hook, and he hit the back of the backboard. Caught at a bad angle, and a timeout. It'll be St. John's ball when we come back. 3:44 to go in the first. St. John's 28, Omaha 22. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW AI architects deliver Microsoft services to automate tasks and boost productivity, helping sales reps connect with more customers. Remote teams collaborate seamlessly, and small businesses compete at scale. That's amazing. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/modernwork.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit VaxAssist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, it's time now for a tournament bracket update sponsored by Green Gobbler. Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. It's bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and it works. Green Gobbler. Let the Gobbler get it. Well, our bracket for our second round here in Providence on Saturday almost set. In the Midwest region, it'll be number 4 Purdue against number 12 McNeese. And then in the Western bracket, Arkansas awaits the winner of this one. 3:44 to go in the first half. St. John's, after trailing by as much as 7, have a 28-22 lead over Omaha.
St. John's has started to take better quality shots, but a lot of it's being fueled from defensive stops. So a lot of them starting to pick up the pace in this game. They need to get that rhythm of running. They need to tilt this game in their favor of let their athletes fill lanes, fill with stops generated by turnovers. Let's overwhelm them on the backboard. Then it can become a St. John's game. But right now they're also chipping away, starting to get some of these pieces for Omaha into some foul trouble, which is something they need to continue to explore.
St. John's in the white going left to right. Davon Smith out of Decatur, Georgia. Gives it up top, Wilshire. He's a roller. It is Ejiofor. He got fouled going to the rim. So the barrel-chested Zuby Ejiofor will go to the line.
You're hearing more whistles for St. John's, which means they're starting to do things inside the arc, which means they're starting to understand where this game will be won and where they can overwhelm the opponent.
Ejiofor at the line, the only St. John's player with NCAA tournament experience. He played at Kansas, played 2 games. Very little usage there as he makes that free throw. Chris Carino, Jordan Cornette here at our Granger broadcast position in Providence. Being a winning edge for your business with Granger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operation going. You call 1-800-GRANGER or click Granger.com. Zuby Ejiofor, second free throw is good. 30-22 St. John's. 3:32 to go in the first half. Inbound to the backcourt to Sutton. Ruben Prey moves good for a guy 6'10". A little pressure. J.J. White breaks it front court. Hands it off to Osborne on the left side. Osborne working against Prey. Doing a good job moving his feet. Back it out to White. Back to Osborne. Looking inside. Now he's trapped. Osborne moves right. A deep three. Off to the right. Foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Omaha. Excuse me, it's going to go against St. John's.
Missed assignment on the backboard. A St. John's group that prides himself on winning the glass. Missing assignments. And these are unique athletes for this Omaha team that they've got bruisers, they've got guards, and they're blitzing the backboard with everybody.
Omaha on the 1-1, so Onakane will go to the free throw line. He's a 61% free throw shooter. That last year at Lindenwood. Free throw is good. Well, the Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure. Hurry in for an exceptional offer on Jeep's Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs. And let the ride of a lifetime begin. Free throw on the way is good for Isaac Ondekane. 6-point St. John's lead, approaching 3 minutes to go in the first half. Smith out of the left side, hands to R.J. Lewis for the Johnnies. Coming to his right, cut off. Hands back to Wiltshire. Straight on three. Short. Rebounded by Ondekane. Omaha controls. J.J. White in transition. Out of the right side. Coming back out top. Moving to Sutton. Swings it left. Waddles a three. Off the heel. No good. Prey with a rebound for St. John.
Omaha continues to get very clean looks from three. Hit rate of 18% on 3 of 16 shooting from there. Will not get it done.
Not if you want to upset the number 2 seed.
Because they're managing the game everywhere else, Chris.
Lewis out of the right wing. Moving left. Top of the key. Gives White Prey. He'll shoot a three. No good. Ejiofor with a rebound, but taken away from him by Omaha. And Conde got it ahead down to White. Johnny's just 6 of 17 from 3. White on the right wing. 2-minute mark of this first half. Sutton gives to Waddles left side. Out top, Ondekane. Back door to Sutton, and the layup is good. And Omaha hanging in. Down 4. St. John's front court, Davon Smith. With Lewis, Wiltshire, Prey, and Ejiofor. Ejiofor, top of the arc. Gives left for R.J. Lewis. Lewis squeezing through defenders, lost the ball. Osborne to steal. Omaha running. Osborne on the drive, a bump and a floater won't go. Defended well. Waddles, follow, rejected by Ejiofor, out of bounds. Johnny's turned it over, but didn't give up on the defensive end.
I'll tell you, Chris, what I'm starting to notice, it's not even body language, but it's a lot of bickering amongst teammates with St. John's between plays. Guys saying, why are you here? What are you doing here? This is not a connected group. They are clearly frustrated, bothered, disrupted, irritated, all the adjectives from what Omaha's presenting in this first 20.
White with it up top. A 4-point lead for St. John's. The roll man is Sutton going to the rim, and he lays it in. After St. John's built their biggest lead, it's down to 2 with 1:09 to go in the first half. St. John's had led by 8. Up top, it being Io can't hit on a 3. Omaha with a rebound and a chance to take the lead. .48 seconds to go in the half. White for Omaha, right wing. It's the guy that Rick Coutinho said we're going to keep him out of the paint. Up top, knocked loose. Thomas lost it. Sutton gets it back, 5 to shoot. Here's a 3. Off the rim, rebounded though by Omaha. To the corner, Thomas a 3. Airballed it. Should be a shot clock violation. Ends up out of bounds. It'll be Omaha ball.
I think the belief was it drew lower iron. And you can't really call it from here. It could have been an air ball, but they believe it drew iron. So an opportunity presented Omaha once more.
And Omaha wants to get a good play here. They're going to call a timeout with 21.5 seconds to go. 30-28 St. John's. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
St. John's 30, Omaha 28. Omaha with the ball coming out of the timeout. 1.5 second differential shot clock to game clock. I know all the coaches are paranoid. Rick Coutinho mentioned was yesterday, yeah, we'll probably be down at the half.
Yeah, I think he spoke that one into reality here. I just, their approach offensively has been confounding from St. John's. A lot of settlement from beyond the arc. They haven't applied the pressure we're accustomed to seeing. They're not dominating the backboard in this one either.
And now a turnover as Omaha misplays a handoff and knocked out of bounds. It belongs to St. John's, and they can get the last shot of the first half.
Only their 4th turnover of the game, Omaha, who's pretty much executed perfectly on that front.
So St. John's with the shot clock off. Davon Smith handling out top. Yo-yo's the dribble. Right on the E in madness at midcourt. Coming left on a high screen. Works it inside. A layup corner foul. Iwachukwu inside for St. John's with 2.7 seconds to go and a chance at a 3-point play.
Just being big down low. A rim run, a short roll after you drew 2 to the perimeter. Be a receiver, catch, go up with it quick decision, and one opportunity.
Iwachukwu, the USC transfer at the line, makes the free throw, completes a 3-point play. St. John's by 5, 2.7 seconds to go. Omaha has to go length of the floor. Ahead to White. Moves to the midcourt line. Steps in with long midcourt heave. Hits the front of the rim. No good. St. John's goes to the locker room with a 5-point lead. It wasn't a great first half for St. John's, but they will have the advantage going to the break here at halftime.
Chris, St. John's goes to the half, yes, with a 5-point lead. They are minus 10 on the backboard. They've given up 12 offensive rebounds to Omaha. Omaha double-figure second chance points in this game. Omaha has limited their turnovers in this game. If they hit the 3 at just a little bit more decent of a clip than 3 of 19, Omaha's heading to the half with a lead as opposed to trailing by 5.
St. John's 33, Omaha 28. We return. We'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your jam mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk. Get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Our workforce needs work. I'm Holly Robinson Pete. Many of you might not know this, but my 22-year-old son has autism.
So do I. My name is Kevin Valdez, and my intellectual difference makes me the passionate actor that I am.
And I'm Mackenzie Cohen, a Paralympian with a developmental difference. Did you know that 97% of HR professionals say that employees with disabilities perform the same or better than their peers without disabilities? Yet still, the differently abled face so many employment challenges in this country.
It is time we start building a workforce that works for all. A workforce that is diverse, inclusive, and equitable for those with intellectual differences.
And for those with developmental differences, too.
A workforce that recognizes that our greatest strengths lie in our differences.
Join us, Delivering Jobs and the Sherm Foundation, in creating pathways to 1 million jobs and leadership opportunities. Please visit deliveringjobs.org.
Furnished by the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding. Whoa! Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Snarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie. So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
A slow start for St. John's, but a strong finish to the first half. The 2 seed in the West region leads the 15 seed Omaha 33-28 at halftime. Welcome inside the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by Maintain X. Maintain X is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try it for free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain and the letter x.com/MVP. We'll start with the 5-12 matchup in the South, Michigan and UC San Diego, a trendy upset pick, but the Wolverines said, not today.
Little shot fake, he'll drive down the right side of the lane, gets to the rim. Wolf with a rejection, ball pop free. Donaldson's got it for Michigan. Push ahead to Wolf, running the open floor, the 7-footer all the way to the rim with a finger roll over the front iron. 20-8 Michigan, back on track and up by 12, their largest lead of the night.
Kevin Kugler on the call. At least Michigan said, not today so far. They're up 12, 34-22, final 3 minutes of the first half. Meanwhile, 7-10 in the Midwest, UCLA and Utah State. The Bruins were up 12 at halftime, and they've been extending that lead in the second half.
16 to shoot. Andrews near right. Flip up top, Bilodeau. Extra pass, Clark. Into the left corner. Johnson for three. Rattle it home. Colby Johnson from deep. It is 56-36. 20 for the first time tonight.
John Sadak on the call. The lead now 23, 59-36 Bruins, under 12 minutes to go. Texas Tech and UNCW, they're early on, 13-8 Red Raiders, 4 minutes in Wichita. Drake with the win over Missouri, 11 over a 6, 67-57. The Bulldogs will face the winner of that Texas Tech UNCW game. Arkansas over Kansas, 79-72. 10 lead changes. The Razorbacks a 15-5 run to end the game, and they advance to the second round to take on either St. John's or Omaha. Tennessee over Wofford, 77-62. The Volunteers going wire to wire. They'll meet either UCLA or Utah State, likely the Bruins, the way that one is going. Texas A&M beat Yale 80-71. The Aggies moving on. So is McNeese, the 12th seed in the Midwest. First ever tournament win. They top Clemson by 2. Purdue, 12 better than High Point, 75-63. BYU beat VCU to set up a matchup with Wisconsin on Saturday. That should be fun. The Badgers beat Montana by 19. Gonzaga blew out Georgia. Gonzaga and Houston meet Saturday as the Cougars had their way with SIUE. Auburn, a big second half to beat Alabama State, and the Tigers will meet the Creighton Blue Jays on Saturday as Creighton, the 9 seed in the South, over the 8 seed Louisville. St. John's up at the half on Omaha, 33-28. Coming up, Nick Ba's going to join me. We're going to preview all the action coming up tomorrow. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and the MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99. In-store only, limit supplies. See store for details. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I was pretty hungry and looking at a menu when I named my boat Change Your Tuna. The backup names were Trick or Trout, I Salmonly Swear, and, oh, it gets worse, New Squid on the Block. It wasn't my best day.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it. And start with a quote from Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Welcome inside the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. It's halftime of our final game of the night, which means we get to look ahead to the 16 games tomorrow. And our in-studio analyst, Nick Baugh, is here. Hi, Nick. Thanks for coming in.
How fun is this?
Oh, my God. It's the best.
It's greatest.
And now let's get ready to look ahead tomorrow with the 2-time defending champion UConn Huskies, an 8 seed this year against the 9 seed Oklahoma. Where is this Huskies team for you coming into the tournament?
Yeah, they've just haven't been able to fully capture any consistency on the defensive end of the floor throughout the season. And it is pretty amazing to think that you have back-to-back national champs and nobody's really talking about them at all heading into the NCAA tournament. And the thing I will caution people, Liam McNeely, their stud freshman, was hurt for a stretch in the middle of the season, and that's when things got a little bit rocky for the Huskies. When he's been good, UConn's been a different team. I was able to call on Westwood One. Myself and Kevin Kugler called his 38-point performance in a win at Creighton for UConn. So if they can find any consistency on the defensive end of the floor and McNeely can score, you're still talking about a team that's got no reason to not be uber confident in March.
Winner of UConn and Oklahoma will likely see Florida, who faces Norfolk State. Meanwhile, the other #1 seed in action tomorrow, the Duke Blue Devils. Cooper Flagg today says he is pain-free with that ankle. So here we go with this Duke team. A lot of expectations with Cooper Flagg and company heading into the tournament.
It's going to be so interesting to watch Duke because it flies in the face of wisdom and trends lately that you can build around freshmen and have success in the NCAA tournament. Duke's led by 2 freshmen in Con Knipple and Cooper Flagg, but those guys play beyond their freshman tag, if you will. They had no problem winning the ACC tournament without Cooper Flagg, but if Duke wants to make a run here, Cooper Flagg's got to be who he's been throughout the season. And the thing that's amazing about Cooper Flagg is sometimes when you think about freshmen in the NCAA tournament, you conjure up images of Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony or Anthony Davis, and you think about guys that maybe aren't physically quite there. You can see the skill, but they're physically not quite there. Cooper Fleck is going to be the strongest guy on the floor almost every time he steps onto the court. It's going to be fun to watch him play. It's good to hear that he's pain-free. We'll see what that ankle looks like in game number 1.
Already had a 12-seed win today with McNeese. Tomorrow you got Colorado State. You got Liberty. Any other upsets you're keeping an eye on?
Well, okay, I'll get real bold. If you want a frisky 15 seed, Bryant.
Okay.
Bryant, I called the American East Championship game on Westwood One. They have high major athleticism. They're led by a former McDonald's All-American and Earl Timberlake at the point guard spot. They're all about 6'6" to 6'8". They're third in the country in block shots. Just saying, when you watch these 2 seeds play 15 seeds or 1 seeds play 16 seeds, there's such a discrepancy in athleticism and size typically. And even if you are having a poor shooting day, you can just overwhelm the opponent as the top seed with your strength and athleticism. I'm not sure Michigan State's going to be able to overwhelm Bryant. Now, the scary thing is Bryant wants to play fast. Michigan State wants to play fast, and they're really good at it. I'm just saying, I'm not fully calling for it, but I guess would it stun me if we get in the second half of that game and Bryant has hung around Michigan State? It would not shock me at all.
We like bold.
You like bold?
We like bold.
I should have been more bold. I should have had my extra cup of coffee, then I would have pulled the trigger and fully committed to it.
Oh, we got plenty of time over the next few days. Nick Baugh, our studio analyst for the entire tournament. Thanks for stopping by.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll send you back to the arena when we return. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Most people think child abuse is a bad parent problem.
Actually, the root causes may be different than you think.
Let us explain. Affordable housing for everyone?
That prevents child abuse. And access to healthcare in every community?
Prevents child abuse too. High quality, affordable childcare.
Paid family leave.
School breakfast and lunch programs.
All of this prevents child abuse.
It's all about keeping families out of crisis in the first place.
At least 1 in 7 children in the United States have experienced abuse or neglect in the past year. Prevent Child Abuse America promotes policies, programs, and resources informed by science that help communities, parents, and kids thrive.
Because when we keep families out of crisis,
we prevent child abuse
from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org to learn more.
That's preventchildabuse.org.
Let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Furnished by Prevent Child Abuse America.
Hello, I'm Jose Hernandez, and I have been using a wheelchair since my accident in 1995.
My name is Andrea Dalzal, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old.
I guess if I had one message for the general public, it would be that I appreciate your help. But please, ask first.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that I've actually got everything under control.
I think people get nervous. They don't know how to act, so they pretend I'm not there.
What probably bothers me the most is when waiters talk to my companion and not directly to me.
I think everyone with a disability can relate to that parking spot problem.
We know you're just parking in that disabled spot for a second, but please, don't. We're just looking for the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
United Spinal Association is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life of people living with spinal cord injuries and disorders. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
Welcome back to Providence. St. John's a 5-point lead at the half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships. Now let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Omaha led for, 11 minutes and 33 seconds in that first half, despite the fact they're only shooting 30.6%, only 3 of 19 from the floor, led by as much as 7. St. John's not known as a great shooting team, 33% from 3, 37% from the floor. St. John's with a 5-point lead at the break. But, Jordan, you mentioned it. Omaha has done everything right. They just haven't just haven't made shots. And a lot of times you can pull off a big upset. That's what you got to do.
And it's a group. Look, you can easily say, well, St. John's isn't shooting great from three. Well, St. John's shoot about what they shoot from three. Yeah. This is a team in Omaha that shoots about 37% from three. They're getting good looks. They're 3 of 19. The reason why they're in it, as you mentioned, all those confounding numbers, is they've taken 9 more shots. 9 more shots than the opposition in this game because of what they've done on the backboard, which goes back to how they competed.
All right, quickly here, second half keys sponsored by Wago. Trust your game, trust your wiring with Wago electrical connectors. Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project.
St. John's has to take better shots. Can't settle for the first one that comes. St. John's needs to compete more on the backboard. They can't allow so much second chance. For Omaha, keep moving the basketball. Do not let it stick so that pressure can collapse on you so those doubles can come. Keep it moving. You'll get the open looks. Percentages will fall in your favor.
Keep fighting a good fight if you're Omaha. Our halftime score, 33-28 St. John's. When we return, we'll have the start of the second half. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Hey, fellow Gen Xers, it's Elizabeth Banks. Big news. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the charge. After all, we gave the world the internet. We're trailblazers. Let's lead the way again because we are at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Head to vaxassist.com and schedule today. That's vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's time for basketball. And right now, Uber Eats has deals on McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
It's Power Torque Tools DIY days at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Lifetime guaranteed Power Torque professional hand tools only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Westwood One presents great moments in tournament history.
There are bracket busters, and then there are the FGCU Eagles, the ultimate bracket busters. Before March of 2013, the small school in Florida wasn't on anybody's radar for basketball, but in 48 hours in Philly, that all changed. They stunned Georgetown in the second round, and then 2 days later against San Diego State, served up an encore performance.
Faradell throws for Comer. Comer fires ahead into the hands of Thompson, and he jams it home. Oh! That's the exclamation point on an incredible weekend in Philadelphia.
For the first time ever, a 15th seed advanced to the Sweet 16. Florida Gulf Coast's phenomenal run ended the following week, but their style of play and Cinderella story sure gave us some great moments in tournament history.
St. John's 1 win away from matching a school record set in 1985 and again in 1986. They have back-to-back 20-win seasons for the first time in over a decade. The number 2 seed in the West, the Red Storm, with a 33-28 lead over Omaha. Omaha, a team picked to finish 8th out of 9 teams in the Summit League, ended up winning the tournament, won 22 games this year. No Summit League team ever seeded higher than number 12. Oral Roberts was a 15 seed, reached the Sweet 16 back in 2021. Omaha, a school in Nebraska with an enrollment of 14,972. And right near Creighton, you heard Greg McDermott praising Omaha for getting to the tournament. Said it was great. Schools in Nebraska, a couple of blocks away from each other, can go to the tournament.
Great town, by the way. Have you been to Omaha?
I have never been to
Oh,
Omaha.
it's unbelievable. I cover the College World Series there. Great people, great restaurants, great vibe, and clearly really great basketball program. It's not just Creighton nearby. This Omaha team at Coach Crutchfield, what he's got going.
Put it on the travel list.
It is. Great spot.
All right, time for the start of the second half. Sponsored by Indeed.com. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Only one player in this game in double figures in scoring. That's Markel Sutton of Omaha. He's got 10.
He's taking 12 shots. So they like his matchup one-on-one. A versatile forward with some size and very bouncy.
4 games down to 1/2 here in Providence on the first day of the NCAA tournament. St. John's and White going right to left. Richmond moves it right over to Lewis, right wing 3. Buries it. Third 3 for R.J. Lewis. First Johnny to double figures. He's got 11.
I expect St. John's to come out very business-like. I imagine that locker room is pretty animated, if you will. So expect that energy, that pressure, that physicality to elevate here before the first media of the second half.
Pressure defense. Omaha breaks it. K.J. White in the front court. Ondakane pushed himself to the post and wants the ball. White has it on the left wing. Cuts White. Cut off. Out to Sutton on the right side. Sutton try baseline. Lost it off his leg, and they're going to say St. John's touched it last.
St. John's right out of the gates looking to speed up Omaha. Make them play at a feverish pace, which clearly benefits the personnel of St. John's.
7 on the shot clock for the Mavericks. Trying to get it to Osborne, and he traveled. The inbounder traveled. Or stepped on the line. Either way, he turns it over.
Turnovers, you can't let those mount. That's where St. John's feasts. Shot goes early for R.J. Lewis. Imagine they're going to try and get him back and acclimated. Kadari Richmond had those 2 fouls in the first half, so his minutes were limited. Got to get him back and involved.
You hear the crowd coming up from New York. Lewis coming left to the foul line. Pull-up jumper. In and out, no good. Down the rebound against Omaha. We welcome those of you joining us across our network. 18:54 to go in the second. St. John's a 36-28 lead over Omaha. Inbound go on the right baseline is Kadari Richmond for St. John's. Edge floor. Right back to Richmond, who lays it in. Johnny's up 10. Largest lead of the game. Now Omaha on the black going left to right. K.J. White out top. Played by Wiltshire for St. John's. Down low it goes. A trap on Sutton. Backs it out. Osborne straight on. Pump fake on a 3. Gets to the foul line. Pull-up jumper. It's good for Tony Osborne of Omaha. 38-30. St. John's. 18:20 to go in the second. Scott left side. Out top. Wiltshire moves it right. Richmond a 3. No good. Rebounded by Ejiofor. He's fouled.
The effort on the backboard apparent in the first 2 minutes from St. John's on the offensive side of things. Ball goes up. Ejiofor carves out some offensive rebounding real estate, moves bodies, rearranges them, puts himself in pristine position to draw a whistle as an offensive rebounder.
Inbound to Scott in the corner. Shoots the 3, and it's gone. Aaron Scott connects. St. John's by 11. 2 minutes gone. Second half. White coming around the screen up top. St. John's really staying attached. Osborne, left side 3. Missed it long. One down by Scott. Here come the Johnnies on the move. 3-on-1. Give left Wiltshire. Lob for Lewis and a 2-hand slam. Johnny's starting to pull away.
Omaha needs to get a timeout here. No, they're going to keep on playing. Things start to unravel. St. John's speeding this one up. They will elect to take that timeout.
Yeah, he didn't see Chris Crutchfield. Now they call a timeout. A 10-2 St. John's run. Timeout on the floor sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You can say big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. 17:29 to go second. St. John's 43, Omaha 30 in the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
When the forgotten poor are suffering and in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. Heroes of mercy, like these.
Every human being has the right to be treated as human, to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the look in that patient's eyes or the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
You bring hope and healing to one person, but that person belongs to a family, and that family belongs to a community.
Together, these heroes of mercy and friends like you bring hope and healing to those who desperately need it.
Thank you. Thank you.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org today.
After my father was on a ventilator for 20 days due to COVID, he had so many medications. It really was daunting.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 30% of hospital admissions in older adults are drug-related, like taking meds at the wrong time. Hero simplifies medication management.
I'm so thankful that something like this exists. It holds up to 10 different medications. It's all on an app, and you can share that app with a caregiver. So I can make sure that he got his meds. Is he missing a dose of his meds?
Hero Health's smart pill dispenser alerts and delivers pills with the push of a button.
It is really so easy to use and a literal lifesaver.
Try Hero Health risk-free for 30 days. Get free contactless delivery. Call 800-420-7550. 800-420-7550. That's 800-420-7550. Hero. Medication managed.
Well, fans, you can listen to every minute of the NCAA men's tournament on Alexa. Just ask your device to open Westwood One Sports, and you'll be able to select the game you want to hear. Or get access to our March Madness Mix channel. We'll take you to the best action any given moment. That's open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. St. John's a 43-30 lead. 17:29 to go in the second. An extended 13-2 run. First ever tournament appearance for Omaha. Transitioned from Division II about a decade ago. Formerly known as Nebraska Omaha. Their head coach, Chris Crutchfield, a 56-year-old, in his 33rd season, Summit League Coach of the Year. His alma mater, he played both basketball and football. A longtime assistant coach under Lou Henson, Lon Kruger, Eric Musselman. Now getting a chance as a head coach with his alma mater. Sutton with it up top. Moving right, hands to Thomas. Thomas with 6 to shoot for Omaha. Out of the right to Sutton. Drive to the baseline. Got stripped and taken away by Aaron Scott. St. John's on the move. Richmond up the left side. Richmond barreling through with a wild reverse. So good. Edgeport tried to dunk it. He missed, but he got fouled. Chris Crutchfield, by the way, took over a program with Omaha that had won 5 games 2 years in a row. They won 9 games in his first season, 15 last year, now 22 this season, winning the Summit League title and getting to their first NCAA appearance. And right now, St. John's starting to pull away in the second half as Edgefor makes the free throw, pushes the lead to 14.
It's becoming a track meet for St. John's. And the more it becomes a track meet, more it becomes up and down, the more they're able to apply their pressure and disrupt Omaha, the further this gets away from Omaha putting on that slipper.
Free throw good by Edgefor, spelled Ejiofor. Omaha against pressure. Get it into White. Despite a diving Scott. Moves it front court. Working in the paint. Thomas going to the rim and scores with a driving layup. Thomas limping a bit and wants to come out. They go down low now to Richmond. Up top, Lewis against Thomas, who's banged up. St. John's, Richmond. Try to turn the corner, cut off, back it out. Scott a three. Buries a three. Second for Scott. 48-32 St. John's. 16:20 to go in the second. White squeezing through to the defense. Back it out now, Odekane. Over to Scott. Now White moves it right to Sutton. Back to J.J. White. 10 to shoot for Omaha. Gives left Osborne. Dribble drive, baseline, swallowed up, and he got fouled. Tony Osborne, a former Missouri High School Player of the Year, averages 12 a game. Sharpshooter, 40% from three. Going to the line here. You can listen to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament for free on the Varsity Network app. Listen to every game live or on demand. Download the Varsity Network app now and search NCAA Championships. Osborne's free throw, missed off the heel. He walks away angrily. Says, I don't miss free throws. An 86% shooter. The 6'2" Osborne at the line makes the second. St. John's by 15. 4 minutes gone by in the second half. The winner advances to take on number 10 seed in the West, Arkansas, who knocked off the number 7 seed Kansas. Wilshire working to the top of the key with a pull-up. It's good. And St. John's with a 50-33 lead.
Getting whatever they want offensively with the confident shooting now starting to become infectious for this group.
Sutton breaks pressure in the front court. Poke loose by Scott. Back court. Run down by White for Omaha. Moves into the front court now. White can run a high screen. Working left. Pass across. Is deflected away by St. John's. Omaha gets it back. Osborne straight out three. Off the heel. Bounce high in the air. Tap to the corner. Run down by Omaha. White with it. Over on the left side of Glover. He'll shoot a three. That won't go. Rebound, Omaha. Odekane working inside. On the block, turns, and just taken out of his hands by Aaron Scott. And he's struggling to get up the floor. Richmond now, top of the key. Works into a crowd. Around the left. Wilshire backs it out. Scott a three. Airballed it. Lewis can't save it. Goes tumbling into the photographer. And a timeout. Both sides need it. 14:53 to go. Second half. St. John's 50. Omaha 33. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
With Marriott Bonvoy, take your game day rituals on the road. No matter how you show your team spirit, find a stay for your style when you explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan. Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Explore more at marriottbonvoy.com/NCAA.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Let's take the road to the Final Four tournament summary, sponsored by Marriott. Take your game day rituals on the road with Marriott Bonvoy. There's 30 hotel brands for every kind of fan. Explore more at MarriottBonvoy.com/NCAA. Well, the SEC with 14 teams in the tournament, they're 4-3. The Big Ten, a perfect 3-0 with their 8 teams. Big 12, 2-1. Big East, 2-0. Likely go to 3-0 here with St. John's getting control. ACC 1-2. Mountain West 0-2. West Coast 1-0. And we got McNeese and Drake, the only teams from one big conferences to advance so far. We saw McNeese earlier today as they knocked off the number 5 seed Clemson. 14:53 to go, second quarter. St. John's 50, Omaha 33. The St. John's team with a little bit of magic this year. Maybe that's something to do with a guardian angel. Luke Carnesecca passed away back in November. Coached the Johnnies for 19 years. 99 years old. Coach Carnesecca. A New York City basketball icon. Waddles in the game now for Omaha. Gives to Strite. Strite handling up top. Edgefor all over him. Give it to Glover on the left. For Omaha. Glover working. Crossover. Left. Cut off by Ivanayo. 6 to shoot. Backs up. Shot rejected. Gets it back. Glover gives to Strite at the rim. Swallowed up. And a shot clock violation, but a foul called prior to that.
St. John's defensive effort. The bar's been raised so high. They're blocking shots, but Street gathers it down low, and the shot clock's winding down. It's about to expire. They're trying to block everything now. So you get kind of reckless with your discipline defensively, and Street draws a whistle.
Free throw good. March Madness is coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the net. Secure your seats today at ncaa.com/NBB tickets. Free throw missed. Omaha gets it. Waddles right wing 3. Short, no good. Strite tips it in.
One place this Omaha team continues to have success, even as the lead grows for St. John's on the offensive backboard. Street with the tip.
50 to 36, St. John's. Left side, Lewis a 3. It's good for R.J. Lewis. It's 13:50 to go in the game. 53-36, St. John's. Waddles out of the right wing. Moves it out to Strite. Dribbling left. Gives it up for Osborne. Dribble drive through the lane. Kick it out to Waddles. Extra pass. Glover going to take it. Drive it inside. Double clutch shot. No good. Cleanup won't fall. Rebounded by St. John's. They're running. Smith in transition. Cuts right. Out of the right wing, Lewis. Moves it up top, Richmond. Swings it left in the corner. 3. In and out. No good from Ivanayo. When it goes out of bounds, it'll stay with St. John's.
R.J. Lewis flying around. Grabs the offensive rebound. Momentum takes him out of bounds. Leaves his feet. Throws it off an Omaha player to give them the possession out of bounds under.
White and Thomas coming back in for Omaha. Osborne and Glover go to the bench. Inbound on the right side. Out top now, Davon Smith. Gives top of the key to Canary Richmond. Left side, Lewis. 3. Buries it. That's number 5 for R.J. Lewis. He's up to 19 points. St. John's by 20. 7 minutes gone. Second half. Waddles along the baseline. He got stripped and fouled.
R.J. Lewis red hot in this second half. The team red hot from the field. And with the ball going in the basket, the defense is set. They're now guarding and turning the water off on Omaha. It's all coming together for St. John's.
Inbound left corner to Waddles, driving along the baseline. Shot blocked from behind by Scott. It picked up by R.J. Lewis for St. John's. A 20-point lead for the Johnnies. 12:45 to go in the game. Lewis try to feed it into a crowd. It's taken away by Omaha. White pass ahead. Waddles can't run it down. And it bounces into the cheerleaders of Omaha along the right baseline. A turnover gives it back to the Johnnies. They're getting a standing O from their crowd. A 20-point St. John's lead with 12:38 to go here in the second half.
And in March, in an elimination basketball, you lean on your best players. The conference's MVP, R.J. Lewis, setting the tone in terms of shot making and effort. He earns a break, and the crowd knows he deserves it. Give him an applause.
Ivanayo hands it off for Richmond. Coming right on the high screen, in the paint with a leader. It rolled off, and he cleans up his own miss. And tips it in. Kadari Richmond. Former Syracuse Orangeman, former Seton Hall Pirate. Now with St. John's. 22-point lead for the Johnnies. 12-12 to go in the game. J.J. White up top. Coming on a high screen. White looking to penetrate, cannot. Moves it right for Waddles. Driving right, gets a step, gets to the rim, but he left it short. And St. John's with the rebound. Richmond looking to attack. Euro in the lane, and Alito is good. Kadari Richmond. And a timeout, Omaha. The route is on. 11:51 to go in the second. St. John's 60. Omaha 36. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Choose Syntec full synthetic motor oil designed for today's engines exclusively at your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
I've got to say, I don't think anybody can dethrone Quest Nutrition. They've got nutrition on point with indulgent bars in every flavor you can imagine. On the wings, you've got flavors like nacho cheese protein chips and spicy cheddar crackers. Talk about a 1-2 punch of protein. Have I mentioned the rich, creamy protein milkshakes they have down low? 45 grams of protein. Now that's power. Quest Nutrition. Big on protein, low on sugar, huge on flavor. It's basically cheating.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
Let's check some of the numbers sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. St. John's on an extended 30-8 run going back the final seconds of the first half. 27-8 here in the second half. They've made 10 of 16 shots, 5 of 8 from 3 in the second half as they have started to pull away from what was a game Omaha team for a while here. They just haven't shot it well enough. 25% of the game, 3 of 12 in the second half, 0 for 5 from behind the arc in the second half.
Chris, I'm not sure when we said it, but at some point we said it, and a lot of it's starting to blend together with such a long but fun day of basketball. We said when St. John's is making shots, they're virtually unbeatable.
They can beat anybody in the country.
They can literally beat anybody in the country. They can get to national championship. They could beat a team like Florida en route to doing so. And that's how they're playing right now. R.J. Lewis started making shots. It started to bounce around a bunch of guys. And the way they guard, the way they're rebounding, but mainly how they're starting to defend with that, it's tough to keep up. Omaha doesn't have the firepower.
Yeah, if St. John's can shoot it like they have in the second half, it's not that they can beat anybody. They will beat anybody. Here's White, left side Osborne. In the corner it goes. Sutton, a 3. In and out, no good. And rebounded by St. John's. Kadari Richmond out of the front court, the Brooklyn native. Former New York City Player of the Year at South Shore High School. St. John's leaves it up top. Richmond Coming left. Ejiofor turned his ankle and went down. Right side, Ibanayo. Cut off, 6 to shoot. Ejiofor's got it in pain, shoots a 3. Missed it short. Scott, the tip won't go. It's out of bounds, last touched by St. John's. Ejiofor trying to stretch out his right foot. Well, get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at Empower.com. Ruben Prey coming back into the game. Played well for St. John's in the first half. Johnny's a 60-36 lead with 11 minutes to go here in the second. Inbound to Sutton. Gets it ahead to J.J. White. In the lane. Driving shot won't go. And White will go to the line as a foul called against Ruben Prey.
J.J. White did a great job of attacking the length in the open floor. Wasn't going to shy away from Prey, who he knew was on his heels. And at that point, it's advantage the smallish but explosive, powerful guard in J.J. White, who draws a foul and goes to the free throw line.
J.J. White, along with Markel Sutton, both took the same recruiting trip at the same time to Omaha. And by the time they were about to leave, they agreed to come and play together. Both became first-team All-Summit League players and 1,000-point scorers.
Chris, because it's a great town. You don't go into Omaha and leave without committing.
White's free throw is good. Might make you a spokesman for Omaha, Nebraska.
I'll take a check.
Here's J.J. White with another free throw coming up. One of 3 in the conference to go 47-57-5. That's the shooting line as he makes that free throw. 60-38 St. John's. Under 11 minutes to go in the game. Kadari Richmond right to left, middle of the front court. Snaps it left. Scott's got it open 3. No good, too strong. Rebound, Ibanayo. Turns, leaves it for Prey, and it's answered. And a foul. The lay-in for Ruben Prey. And a chance at a three-point play.
Starts with St. John's getting on the backboard. Ibanayo grabs that rebound, plays off 2. Head fake gets a defender in the air, which opens the window to pocket pass to Prey, who jumps up, seemingly dunked it, but kind of laid it through the rim, but played through the contact, and an and one opportunity.
6'10 freshman out of Portugal. The kind of player that Rick Pitino likes. He can switch everything. He's got great feet for a big man.
Pretty good touch, too, as he stepped out and knocked down a 3 already in this one.
And completes a three-point play. 63-38 St. John's. 10:41 to go in the second half in Providence. Running the baseline, Omaha. Get it into Waddles. Lance Waddles gets it ahead now. Glover. Up top, Sutton. Sutton on a drive. Bumps it Scott. Spinning fadeaway at the foul line. Sailed it long. And a lot of jostling underneath, and a foul is called on Ruben Prey. Waddles and Joshua Strite of Omaha both were teammates at North Dakota State, transferring to Omaha again because it's a great place. Waddles actually a member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, Native American. He's going to stand in the left corner now. J.J. White gets it into him. Waddles circling right. Cut off by Prey. Back it out to White for Omaha. Steps back, contested 3. No good off the heel. Glover coming in for the rebound for Omaha. Out to White. Shoots the 3. It's good for J.J. White. First made 3 in the second half for Omaha. 63-41 St. John's. We're midway through the second. Left side, it's Scott. Back it out now. Wiltshire in the corner. Ibanayo a 3. Airballed it. Rebounded by Scott out to Wiltshire. He'll fire away at a 3. That's good. St. John's 6-11 in the second half. We're behind the arc. A 25-point lead for the Red Storm. Left side, White another 3. That goes down again for J.J. White.
The defense of St. John's playing in a drop coverage at times on the pick and roll, and J.J. White keeping him honest now, knocking down a couple triples.
Scott left wing for St. John's, up to Prey. Moves it left. Richmond looking to attack. Nice crossover, going to the rim. The layup No good. It set on the rim and fell off, but a foul committed by Omaha. With 9:16 to go in the game, 66-44. St. John's with the lead. Ejiofor and Lewis getting set to come back in for St. John's. Looking to stomp out this Omaha Maverick team. Grant Stubblefield looking to check in for the first time for Omaha. Sitting by the scorer's table. Free throw by Richmond off the heel, no good. First missed free throw by the Johnnies. They're 10 for 10 in the game prior to that one. Scott and Prey take a seat for St. John's. Kadari Richmond free throw. Off to the right, rebounded by Omaha. 9:13 to go. 66-44 St. John's. Stubblefield, front court for Omaha. Give it to Waddles. Moves it left. Cameron Thomas nearly turned it over. Stubblefield gets it now. Driving it right. Cut off. Moves left. Back it out. Thomas. Out of the right wing. Contested three. Short. Bounces around and it went halfway in and came out. St. John's the other way. Richmond now. Gives left. R.J. Lewis a three. Just grazed in front of the rim. Omaha's got it. Stubblefield, the sophomore, on the run into the front court. First time J.J. White's taking a breather. Glover out of the right wing now for Omaha. Dancing with it, dribbling off his leg. Shiny silver sneakers. Glover's got it. Out of the right wing now. Try to feed it inside, deflected right back to him. Tries to go back inside again. The layup, no good. But Kane is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Kane did a good job of just backpedaling and moving bodies as he showed two hands to be that receiver. And as he backpedaled and pushed bodies off, he found himself below the goal. Catch, go up, and draw a whistle with a distinct advantage.
Well, if you can't catch our tournament broadcast on radio, you can always listen online at WestwoodOneSports.com and NCAA.com. Free throw good. Iona Kane. On any Alexa-enabled device, simply ask to open Westwood One Sports. You're on the go via the Varsity Network app, the NCAA March Madness app, or the brand new easy-to-use Westwood One Sports app. Iona Kane. Free throw short. St. John's lost it rolling around on the ground, and finally they get it back. Front court now, St. John's with it. Richmond out high on the right. St. John's, Wilshire gives it up, gets it back. Coming right, down the right side of the paint. Got to force it inside, stolen away by Stubblefield for Omaha. Middle of the pack, racing through the middle, down the lane, going to the rim. Blocked by Ejiofor, out of bounds.
Ejiofor did a good job of staying with the dribble drive the entire time as the Stubblefield went up. Elite timing to deflect that thing out of bounds.
And a timeout. 7:53 to go, second half. St. John's 66, Omaha 45. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only on iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
After battling through the brackets, one team gets the chance to climb the iconic Warner ladder. The final net cutting is the culmination of all the hard work and effort it took to reach this moment. And getting here puts these players and coaches in rare air. It's the same for all the trade professionals working from 20 feet to 20 stories. Every day they challenge themselves to conquer new heights. And Warner is the brand they trust to have their backs. Warner, the #1 pro ladder and official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Chris Carino and Jordan Cornette here at our Grainger broadcast position in Providence. Stay on top of your game with Grainger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward. When you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. 7:53 to go, second half. St. John 66, Omaha 45. St. John's winners of 25 of their last 27 games. 4 losses combined by just 7 points, reaching a number 5 ranking, the highest since the 90-91 season. They were unranked on January 18th. A month later, they were number 10, and a month after that, number 5.
A lot of people may say Coach Pitino's right-hand guy, Kenny Klein, the world's best sports information director, who was with him down in Louisville and a legend in the college basketball landscape, when he came up here to support the program, is when they started winning. So I'll go ahead and give that mention of luck to Kenny Klein joining this thing.
And I'll throw in the new AD, Eddie Cull, as they get it inside to Sutton. The leaner won't go.
Maybe Mike Rapoli, too, as we're mentioning some
that
key
might be
names,
probably the key
going
one.
on.
Yeah. As that ball deflected out of bounds, if you don't know, Mike Rapoli was the original founder of Vitamin Water and the Body Armor. And he is kind of the, in this day and age, we know college teams have money men.
Yes.
And he's been helpful in the program.
Still feels weird to say, but it is a part and a foundational piece of winning in the college game.
J.J. White out of the left side. Out top now to Osborne. Moves it right wing. Stubblefield. 3 is an air ball. Comes down to St. John's. 7:27 to go in the second. 66-45. The Red Storm on top. Up top, it's Scott. Moves it left from Lewis. Looking inside at Ejiofor. He's got it. There's a sumo match going on. The ball deflects out of bounds. It'll stay with St. John's as Onakane and Ejiofor battling. Actually, it's going to be Omaha ball.
Literally, same jersey number, same build, same way they embrace the physicality. 2 high-level athletes.
J.J. White front court. Trading paint with Wiltshire. Has to back it out. Now starts left. Getting all the way to the rim, and he scores. Onakane set a little screen, allowing White to get to the rim.
White never gave up the dribble, stayed with it, keeping that dribble alive, allowed him on the retreat dribble to turn, power up, and go down that left side of the lane and finish.
Johnny's by 19. 6:50 to go in the second. Wiltshire, jump pass, out to Lewis, right wing 3. No good. Rebound, Ejiofor lays it in. 8 with 7 rebounds for Ejiofor. Ball poked loose out of bounds. It'll stay with Omaha. 6:36 to go. 68-47 St. John.
And now with the 21-point lead, 6:36 remaining. Chris, I think you start to wonder, okay, at what point do we start to think about removing our key pieces? Is it the under 4? Coach Pitino has an interesting approach to this. He believes that well-conditioned athletes always at their best in aerobics, so maybe he plays them all the way through.
And he believes you get in the best shape to play basketball by playing basketball. White driving foul by Wiltshire.
Hard to argue with that.
Anything they do in practice is done with the basketball.
He said for the longest, as a guy who runs a ton of miles, he said, I thought you needed to, more miles you ran, the better shape you were. He said the 2 types of shape are not the same.
Now J.J. White go to the line. Ball a little wet, so the official will dry it off. With 6:33 to go in the second half. St. John 68, Omaha 47. There will be no beating up of the poor garbage can here in Providence. Omaha, who started that tradition back in December, the game they weren't playing very well early in the season when they were at a slow start. were 4-9 at one point. Their assistant coach at halftime beat up a garbage can, and he said, if that's still here and we win, I'm going to beat it up some more. The free throw good by J.J. White. It started a tradition, which you got to win to keep beating them up, and he did. It went viral. Even the president of the school got involved. They had a little program at games in Omaha. They gave out little garbage cans. You could pay money to fill it up with popcorn.
And Coach Crutchfield was adamant, his wife knocks down that second free throw, was adamant in terms of saying it's not just like a kitschy thing. You have to have substance. People aren't going to pay attention to a team kicking the cans. Like you said, you got to win. But you have to have an identity. This program is playing really good basketball. A young D1 program has an identity. You've got a coach who's an alum, as you mentioned, former football and basketball guy. He's invested on not just a program, but the institution itself and the town.
A foul by Stubblefield of Omaha. As St. John's is bringing it up the floor after that 4-9 start and the beat-up garbage can, they won 18 of 21. St. John's with it. Lewis coming left. Deny the handoff. Now they give it Ejiofor up top. Ejiofor moving right. Ibinayo to the left side corner. Smith a three. Good for Davon Smith. Johnny 7 of 15 from behind the arc in the second half. 71-49 St. John's. 6 minutes to go in the second. Strite outside. Stubblefield open three. It won't go. Rebounded by Richmond. J.J. White has scored the last 13 points for Omaha. But they're missing open ones, and now St. John's with it. Underneath, Lewis surrounded. Nice one up, and he banks it in. 73-49, Red Storm. 5:34 to go in the second half.
Very businesslike in the second half. Cutters, spacing, ball not sticking, one-and-done defensive possessions. This is the St. John's we expected to see.
Osborne out top, switched on to Ejiofor. Gives it up to Stubblefield right side. Pass out to White. J.J. White gives it left. Sutton run into by Lewis and a foul on St. John's. As the shot clock was down to 2, a reset for Omaha. And it's actually 1-1. So free throws for Martell Sutton, Summit League Player of the Year, tournament MVP as well. The only Summit League player with 600-plus points, 200-plus rebounds. Out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mayarki free throw, no good. Waddles to the rebound. Omaha still with it. Out to Osborne a three. Missed it long. And rebounded by Scott for St. John's. In the game, Omaha shooting 28.8%, 5 of 30 from 3. St. John's does that to the best of teams. Here's Smith, left side three. In and out, no good. Back tap, Johnny still with it. Richmond up top, Ejiofor. Gonna drive it. Spin in the paint. Out top. Smith working right. Cut off, 10 to shoot for the St. John's. Down low, Ejiofor. And an easy layup. Johnny 75, Omaha 49, 4.5 minutes to go. It's Sutton working left for Omaha. Out to Waddles, 3 on the way. No good. Waddles turned his ankle, goes down. Johnny with numbers. Smith in the front court. Behind his back, Richmond. And a reverse layup is good. A little flash. And an exclamation point. St. John's with a 28-point lead. White, step back, left wing at 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by St. John's. Lewis knocked to the ground, hit in the face with 3:56 to go.
We're going to have to take a look at this one from Sutton just because of his contact at the face.
Yeah, timeout with 3:56 to go in the second half. St. John's 77, Omaha 49. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Welcome back to Providence. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships. Download the official NCAA March Madness Live app, and you can listen to every Westwood One broadcast of the men's and women's basketball tournament for free. Just look for the headphones icon on any live game, and if you're in the car, it seamlessly integrates with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Get the official NCAA March Madness Live app today. 3:56 to go, second half. St. John's 77, Omaha 49. Chris Carino and Jordan Cornett with you. Dave Hagan, our producer. Sam Virgillo, our engineer, all doing a great job with us on this long day, along with Rob Lizzo. There's Lewis, R.J. Lewis. Free throw is good. The Big East Player of the Year.
Makes this when he's probably done for the night.
Got hit in the face in that previous possession. 6'7" Miami native. Airball's a free throw. Goes out of bounds.
You don't want to leave a game like that, but R.J. Lewis ain't going to have a choice.
He's going to be replaced by Sadiko Ibanayo. And Lewis gets a hand from the St. John's fans. 22 points. 8 of 14 shooting, 5 of 8 from 3, 8 rebounds. Serenaded with an MVP chance. Osborne out top now. Sutton for Omaha. Driving it on Iwachukwu and kick it out. Corner three won't go from Omaha. Sutton with it. Right side Osborne a three. No good off the front rim. Rebounded by Cooper. Turnaround shot good. Cooper just checking into the game for Omaha for the first time. Kamani Cooper, sophomore. Straight on three, won't go from the 7-1 Iwachukwu for St. John's. Omaha with a rebound. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. 78-51. Red Storm on top. Sutton working to the paint. Fade away from the foul line. No good. Rebounded by St. John's. Davon Smith in transition. Smith moves it left. Scott's got it. Extra pass in the corner. Ibanayo slashing. Miss. And the follow by Smith. He tried to dunk it and he missed. And he ends up on the floor. Omaha the other way. Left side three is blocked from Osborne. And then last touch by Omaha. It'll be St. John's ball.
Davion Smith almost took the roof off this place, the two-hand putback. St. John's, when they're playing like this, which they've done for this entire second half, flying around, offering their bodies up for the sake of the team, it's fun to watch.
2:35 remaining, 78-51 St. John's. Leotopoulos in the game now for St. John's. Out of the right side, Ibanayo. Back to Leotopoulos. Left side three. It's good. Stand up, Greece. Lefteris Leotopoulos with a three. St. John's by 30. And now it's Sebastian Perry in the game for the first time for Omaha. Sutton tried to penetrate, runs into a wall, and he got fouled as he tried to hit the fadeaway right block. The foul on St. John's, Aaron Scott.
We said that this Omaha team, or excuse me, I said this Omaha team would need to hit about 12 to 14 threes. And they just credit St. John's made it difficult for them in the second half of three, but they had the looks in the first half. 5 of 35 for 14%. You're not going to slay the Giant with those type of numbers.
Sutton makes the free throw. They only have 18 made field goals in the game total.
First half, they were just misses. Second half, it was the defensive intensity of St. John's, the pressure applied, just disruptors, all 5 guys on the floor, switching everything, getting in passing lanes, contesting everything.
Aaron Scott comes out, free throw missed. Iwachukwu with the rebound for St. John's. Now Davon Smith will handle. Middle of the front court, Leotopoulos. Ibinayo hands it off for Craig. St. John's with it. 29-point lead. Minute 45 to go. A little overzealous by Sutton. Gives a foul just to come out of the game, and Cameron Thomas will replace him. Markel Sutton in his final game, the Summit League Player of the Year, takes a seat for Omaha. 11 points on 5 of 16 shooting. 0 for 5 from 3. And hugs the staff members on that Omaha sideline. What was it like your last game when you came off the floor?
It doesn't really hit you till you go in that locker room and you realize that's going to be the last time in the locker room.
Craig misses that free throw foul against St. John's.
When you've gone this far, when you get into March, your season extended, you start to dream. You start to dream of what moments you're going to have in March. Are you going to get that one shining moment opportunity? Is there going to be a moment that defines the rest of your athletic career that comes with this? And when you fall short, it's devastating.
Straight at the line. Free throw is no good. St. John's 10th personal. Straight. Second is good.
Tell you what else you think about Chris is you look to your left, you look to your right with your guys, and some of those guys you'll never have that type of daily bond with any longer. They'll be lifelong friends because you're united in what you went through. But you're not going to be seeing them every day. It won't be the same grind.
Gray, jump stop, right hoof, no good. Rebounded by St. John's, and the putback is good. But you were Chukwu. St. John's 83, Omaha 53. Minute 20 to go in the game. Terry, cut off, moving left. Gives it right, Cooper. Kamari Cooper against Leotopoulos. Shoots a long 2. Airballed it, Strite with a rebound. Strite fighting, right hook. Rolls off, no good. Rebound to St. John's with a minute to go. They lead by 30. It was a 5-point game at the half. Omaha led by 7 early. But St. John's pulling away late. Leotopoulos a 3. Short, no good. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Omaha with 42 seconds to go. And it'll set up John Calipari against Rick Pitino on Saturday here in Providence. You hear that Christian Leitner shot to open our broadcast. Well, the game before that, it was Pitino with Kentucky as Perry with a 3, no good. Rebounded by St. John's, going up against John Calipari at UMass. And Pitino won that game, and that set up the Duke Kentucky game with Leitner winning it.
It'll be a lot of fun come this weekend with the two matchups we have and the names that are still in this thing.
Big night tomorrow night on the Hill in Providence, Little Italy, with Calipari and Patino getting ready to go as St. John's dribbles out the shot clock, 0.2 left. The number 2 St. John's Red Storm survive a slow start and then blow them out in the second half. St. John's 83, Omaha 53. The Red Storm advance to take on Arkansas. Largest margin of victory in program history in an NCAA tournament game.
Dominant second half performance from St. John's in all facets. The way they shot the ball, 8 triples coming in that second half on 42% shooting. Defensively took away the 3, holding Omaha to 2 of 17 shooting beyond the arc, 7 of 34 from the field. They were winning on the backboard. They were turning them over. They turned into the St. John's team that we've seen all season long. They went in that locker room. I look forward to asking whoever we speak to here what was said, but clearly the adjustment was made.
Well, looks like R.J. Lewis is coming over to join us, the Big East Player of the Year, who had 22 points to lead St. John's. R.J., congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.
A little bit of a slow start to this game, but then you guys kind of got things going. What was the message at halftime when you had a 5-point lead?
Well, I mean, it was good. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to play here. And, this is a magical tournament. This is my first time. This is a surreal feeling. But you just told us, just to calm down, a little nerves because, this a lot of players on the team. It's the first time playing in the tournament, so we had a little bit of nerves, very excited, a lot of emotion. But you just told us, just to stick to our principles, obviously we got to pick it up on the defensive end because that's our identity.
Yeah, RJ, I'm watching the first half, and covering the Big East as closely as I did this season, I was like, that didn't feel like who you guys were the first 20 minutes. You weren't turning them over. You were getting beat on the backboard. You guys went into that locker room, and we've seen some of the video of what goes on in your guys' locker room, how connected you guys are, the messages and the voices in that locker room. What was said that brought you guys out here in the second half to elevate you guys? What can you share with us?
Coach P, he's not only a Hall of Fame coach, but he's a Hall of Fame halftime speaker. So, it was great. He just told us, like I said, just to come out aggressive with that defensive identity and intensity and just get back to playing St. John's basketball.
Well, it's just the first step in the journey. How do you think a game like this prepared you as you move on now in the tournament?
We was able to, rub a little bit of the nerves off and stuff like that. We got to prepare. We're going to play a great team tomorrow. So, we're going to get back, watch a lot of film, and learn from our mistakes from this game.
Well, now all you guys have your first game under your belt as St. John's wins it. Thank you so much, RJ. Hey, congratulations on a great season. Good
yes,
luck
sir.
on this.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's RJ Lewis for St. John's. A big game for him. He made 5 of 8 from behind the arc. He had 22 points as the St. John's Red Storm with a blowout 83-53 victory and advance to the second round where they'll meet Arkansas on Saturday. When we return, we'll have more of the All-State post-game report. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Tomorrow's road, unpaved, unmapped, uncertain. But it's also where we discover what we can truly count on, like the 2027 X15 engine by Cummins. With better fuel efficiency, up to 605 horsepower, and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. The X15 is a bedrock of reliability that stands forever ready to rise to the occasion. The 2027 X15, forever rising. Estimates based on preliminary testing. Individual results may vary.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Welcome to the Tournament Post-Game Show on Westwood One, sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Omaha jumped out to a 7-0 lead. We thought maybe it was going to be one of those kind of games, but St. John's recovers, outscores them 50-25 in the second half, and go on to an 83-53 win over Omaha. As we check some of the stats, sponsored by Intuit TurboTax, where TurboTax now taxes is getting an expert who files your taxes for you, so you can stay locked in on the madness. Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. So a much different game, first half to second half, but overall, the Johnnies just suffocate Omaha. 25% shooting, 5 of 36 from three. Sometimes it looks like St. John's has 8 guys on the floor defensively.
They fly around, and they're versatile pieces, and there's a point in the first half where Coach Patino was on his guys that gave up a short roll dunk in a pick-and-roll exchange, and he goes, switch, because they switch everything, because they have the personnel to be able to switch everything, to take away any type of advantage, and because they're such high-level guys, and when they're making shots too, Chris, good luck. Good luck to any opponent here in Providence. Not any opponent. We know their opponent's going to be. Good luck to that Arkansas team, and good luck to any team beyond it, because if they play like they did in that second half, I don't know who beats them.
St. John's in the second half ended up 50% shooting, 8 of 19 from three, led by R.J. Lewis's 22 points, 13 for Wiltshire. Ejiofor had 10 for Richmond. St. John's matching the 85 team and the 86 team for the most wins in school history at 31. As Omaha was led by J.J. Whitey at 15 points. That was the guy Rick Pitino said, we're going to keep the little point guard out of the lane, and they did that for the most part.
Yeah, and they disrupted everything, challenged everything, made him meet a chest, threw multiple bodies at him. It's who St. John's is. They make you play left-handed.
Well, time to select the player of the game, sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better. Member-only doorbuster deals. Shop these limited-time savings before they're gone. Lowe's, they help, you save. All right. Who's your Lowe's player of the game, George?
It's got to be R.J. Lewis, the guy we just talked to. Look, upsets happen. When you go into the half, you come back out, and your best player just doesn't have it, then it starts to be a trickle-down effect. Well, R.J. Lewis came out in the second half. He said, I'm going to lead the way. I'll lead by example, follow my lead. The guy's elevated alongside him. 22 points. He hit those 5 triples. He had 8 rebounds. He was efficient scoring it. He defended. He, too, was flying around, and it becomes infectious for his group.
All right, so St. John's, did it change your opinion at all of how far they can go in this tournament watching them here courtside?
They're going to have to get off to a quicker start, Chris. That is for certain, because when the opponent's a little bit better than Omaha, which they'll inevitably see, you got to come out playing strong from the tip, or you're going to find yourself in a deficit.
Well, time now for our Ego Power Player of the Day, sponsored by Ego. Tools that deliver or exceed the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, and fumes. For any outdoor challenge, count on Ego Tools to deliver the power, performance, and innovation you need. Ego, power beyond belief. All right, it's been a long day. We've had 4 games, but who is your Ego Power Player of the Day?
There's a lot of great performances. Rob helped me out, reminded me of some of them. Trey Kaufman-Wren was massive for his group as a consistent scorer when there's a little bit of resistance in that game. Trey Carpenter was who he's always been. McNeese, Brandon Murray comes off the bench, goes for 20-plus in that game. R.J. Lewis, so I just gave player of the game to this one. But I'm going Jonas Adu because of his 3 block shots in that game, how he limited Kansas in their front line, how he scored 20 points, had a massive first half to set the tone, how he was great on the backboard too, 5 rebounds, and he altered a ton of shots. Jonas Adu for Arkansas is my player of the game. And I mention him too because in this matchup against St. John's, that type of body can have real success. Those are the type of bodies that succeed against St. John's. Can't wait for that matchup.
Yeah, that's coming up on Saturday. It's going to be a heck of a matchup, a fun time here in Providence. Time now for our smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. All right, what's your O'Reilly Auto Parts smart coaching move of the day?
I'm going to go with, and it's not recency bias because it was our final game, I'm going to go with Coach Pitino putting some of his stars on a bench, going deeper into his bench to kind of apply a little bit of shock their system to his guys and say, hey, I'll dig deep into this bench. If you guys aren't going to provide, I'll use these guys. They'll give me max effort. That led them into halftime. You heard R.J. Lewis say he's a master speech giver. I like the way he phrased it, so I'll use that. It motivated the guys, but the messaging of still shoot the threes. They're going to fall. Keep competing. Keep generating turnovers. Keep taking those risks. We're going to play fast. We're going to play hard, and good things are going to happen, and they did.
Are we done now?
For today. For tonight.
Another game coming up?
And when I say today, I mean it is actually at this point Friday.
Well, it's a heck of a day.
Yes.
It's always a heck of a day, the first day of the tournament. And St. John's in the finale here in Providence in round 1, an 83-53 victory over Omaha, advancing to take on the number 10 seed Arkansas on Saturday. Well, it's time now to rejoin our Straight Talk Wireless studios in Los Angeles. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Let's send it back to Los Angeles.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Get some rest. You guys had a fun day of basketball in Providence, and it ends with St. John's and that 30-point win over Omaha, their first tournament win in a quarter century, the largest margin of victory in a tournament game. I mean, they were down 7-0 to start, just very lethargic. The Red Storm didn't look like this team that won the Big East tournament title and the Big East regular season title. It was a 5-point game at halftime. R.J. Lewis told Chris and Jordan that, hey, Rick Pitino, a Hall of Fame coach, and he gives Hall of Fame speeches at halftime in the locker room, and that's what he did because St. John's came out on fire. Time now for the Wrangler highlight of the game.
St. John's really staying attached. Osborne, left side 3. Missed it long. One down by Scott. Here come the Johnnies on the move. 3-on-1. Give luck, Wilcher. Lob for Lewis and a 2-hand slam. Johnny's starting to pull away.
And they did pull away. The highlight of the game sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. R.J. Lewis, 22 points. St. John's beats Omaha 83-53. Again, their first tournament win since 2000. More coming up on the postgame show after this. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Without maintenance teams behind the scenes, everything stops. Even the game. Lights, broadcast equipment, cooling, you ensure the assets that matter most work. Maintain X was built for professionals like you, a modern maintenance app that helps manage work orders, schedule maintenance, and track inventory. So keep the madness on the court, not in your operations. Try Maintain X free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain in the letter X.com/MVP.
Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better are member-only doorbuster deals. Right now, rewards members can save $40 on an Allen & Roth Chesler Gold faucet. Was $99, now $59. Plus, save $110 on a Cobalt 40-volt battery trimmer and blower combo kit. Was $279, now $169. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/24 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Welcome back to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. St. John's beating Omaha 83-53. It was close at halftime. The Red Storm blew things open in the second half. Largest margin of victory ever in a tournament game. Also their first tournament win in 25 years, and they're moving on to take on Arkansas on Saturday. So Rick Pitino against John Calipari. That was after Coach Cal beat Bill Self earlier today in Providence, and that's where we go for our play of the day, sponsored by Old Spice. The stinking places beyond your pits, Old Spice has you covered with total body deodorant, 24/7 freshness from pits to toes with daily use.
Kansas in the front court. High post Dickinson. Backdoor to Mayo. Saved him on the baseline and turned it over. A disgusted Bill Self waves both hands as Arkansas moves it up the floor. Wagner left to Flan. Back to Wagner. Back to Flan. Back to Wagner. Out along the right. Davis a three. Oh!